Afternoon, in the heart of Calabar City, a restless crowd gathered outside Papa Spice's kitchen, their senses ensnared by the irresistible aroma of grilled fish and spicy egusi soup. The scent, thick and tantalizing, swirled around the air, wrapping around them like an invisible thread, pulling them closer. Stomachs growled audibly, sparking embarrassed laughter among the waiting patrons. The fragrance was almost outwardly weaving a spell that made mouths water and hearts race with anticipation. The queue stretched far, reaching the bustling Effiong Eyo Street, where the street lights cast flickering shadows. People were eager to secure their spot, unwilling to miss Papa Spice's faint grilled catfish, glistening with oil and adorned with vibrant peppers and onions. The fish was succulent, its juices sizzling as they dripped onto glowing coals, each heat amplifying the crowd's hunger. And the egusi soup, its rich, spicy aroma could tempt even the most resolute soul to abandon all restraint. It was said to be unmatched, a culinary marvel no other vendor in Calabar could rival. Papa Spice's kitchen was the pulse of the city. Visitors flocked from distant towns, drawn by the tales of its unparalleled dishes. Politicians and wealthy businessmen parked their sleek cars, Mercedes and Range Rovers along the roadside, joining the queue without a care for their status. Traders from Bobogiri and Wat Market typically consumed all their bustling stalls, closed early to savor a plate. Mothers rose from dawn, weaving through the city's pre-dawn quiet to buy meals for their children's school lunches. Men concocted flimsy excuses, bypassing their wives' cooking to indulge in Papa Spice's offerings, their loyalty to his food bordering on obsession. Tonight, the crowd was particularly agitated, their eyes fixed on the restaurant's weathered wooden door. A young woman near the front, her arms crossed tightly, muttered, "Why hasn't he opened yet?" "Have been standing here since the streets were empty." Her voice carried a mix of irritation and longing, but no one judged her. The torment of waiting, with that divine scent teasing their noses, was unbearable. Suddenly, the door creaked open, revealing Papa Spice himself. He was a towering figure, broad-shouldered, with piercing eyes that seemed to see through flesh and bone. His face, stern and unsmiling, carried an air of deep contemplation, as if he bore the weight of secrets. "Line up properly," he commanded, his voice sharp and resonant, cutting through the murmurs. "I won't serve a scattered crowd." The queue snapped into order, each person fearful of incurring his displeasure and losing their chance to eat. Behind the kitchen's locked doors, strange things unfolded. Pots clanked, ladles stirred in simmering broths, yet no hands were visible. The grills rolled, roasting fish to a perfect golden hue, their juices hissing as they met the flames. Invisible forces moved with eerie precision, chopping vegetables, blending spices, and plating dishes with unnatural finesse. It was as if the kitchen was alive with spirits, cooking under Papa Spice's watchful gaze. He stood at the threshold, his eyes glowing faintly with a strange light, observing the unseen hands at work. He never cooked alone, yet no one ever saw his assistant. In the dead of night, when Calabar streets fell silent, Papa Spice slipped into the shadows to meet his secret suppliers. Morgue attendants with shifty eyes and trembling hands. They delivered sacks of blood and gallons of murky waters used to wash corpses. "Papa, this is the freshest yet," one would whisper, glancing nervously over his shoulder. Papa Spice's smile was cold, sharp, enough to chill the humid night air, and he handed over a thick envelope of cash. No questions were asked, no explanations given. He never touched his own food. He never ate his own food, not a single morsel. Instead, he ate only fruits, mangoes, pawpaws, bananas, nibbling quietly in the corner of his shop or buying meals from other vendors. No one questioned his oddly attitude, perhaps because his dishes were laced with enchantment, subtle charms that clouded minds and fueled on insatiable cravings for more. The crowd grew restless again as the door swung open. Papa Spice began serving, his movements swift and practiced, dishing out steaming bowls of egusi soup, plates of grilled fish shimmering with oil, and roasted catfish garnished with onions and peppers. The patrons devoured their meals with fervor, their faces alight with satisfaction, unaware of the dark secret behind the flavors. They didn't know the truth about Papa Spice. Not yet. Moans of delight filled the air. This egusi soup is pure heaven, a woman exclaimed, wiping her mouth with the back of her hand. No one in Calabar cooks like this. Her friend, a burly trader, nodded, chewing noisily. This fish, it melts like butter. What kind is it? He wondered aloud, but the thought dissolved as he took another bite, the smell of the food erasing his curiosity. The dishes were made from fresh human blood that the morgue attendants took from dead bodies. This blood was secretly mixed into the recipes late at night to hide where it came from. The water that gave the egusi soup its deep, irresistible flavor was collected from the morgue, where it was used to wash corpses before they were buried. This strange water added a special taste that made the soup so tempting. Though no one knew its dark story, the steam rising from every bowl carried its hidden secret, but the happy customers didn't even notice it. There was even a faint, odd taste like metal mixed with the spices, which made the flavors work together in a creepy way. The grilled fish also had a bit of this secret ingredient, and its juicy texture tricked everyone into thinking it was just a normal meal. In the quiet, shadowy kitchen, this process happened with careful steps, almost like a strange ceremony, which helped make the restaurant so famous and mysterious. Meanwhile, the crowd kept eating, enjoying every bite, completely unaware that the food they loved came from a horrible place. They sat there, laughing and talking, adding to the magic they felt with each tasty mouthful. The busy restaurant stayed full, with people coming back again and again, drawn by the food's strange power, not knowing the grim details behind its creation. How did Papa Spice become a vessel of such evil? How did he master this gruesome recipe? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Watch out for part 2.